you are listening and can hear, I'm humming a song that is on our schedule board. On our schedule board, if you can look and see the cards, you might already notice there's something on one of those cards that is black and it has 8 legs and it's stuck on one of those cards. That's what this song is a clue about. Oh, this might look kind of funny when I walk by because look, you can only see the middle part of my body, my apron, and this thing that I'm showing you is the strap of my ukulele. Now this might be funny. There's only my ukulele and my hands. That's kind of funny. Today we're going to talk about funny things. I'm glad to be with you. If you looked at our schedule board, maybe you noticed that I have an F right here. That F is a clue that today the letter of the week is F. And these are all the things we're going to do about it. And there's that thing that I told you about. That thing that was black with 8 legs stuck on one of the cards. So that's coming. We're going to go left to right, like we're reading a book, and get through circle time together. But first, orange, orange. When you hear the bell ring, it's time for circle time. When you hear the bell ring, I will start circle time. Circle time, circle time. Now I will start circle time. The next thing, bell ringing, thank you for being here, you're done. The next thing is our breath. There's an F word that we're going to talk about today too, that is fire. Fire. See how my top teeth go on my bottom lip? Fire. And the breath goes through. My mouth works like that to say the F sound. And have you ever seen one of these before? Have you seen a candle that is not one that has real fire? A candle that actually needs batteries, because on the bottom you can see that there's a switch. And the switch on the bottom right here is where you turn this on and off. So it's off. And then if I use the switch, I turn it back on. So for our breath today, we're going to have the candle on. You can watch me. If you don't have a candle, then you just watch me and you'll get to see what it does. You can also pretend you have a candle. You can pretend your finger is the candle. And then the flame, when you blow it out, it goes down. I'm going to use this one first. And for our breath today, I'm going to take a deep breath in. And when I blow out, I'm going to pretend that I'm blowing out this candle. But of course, my breath won't really do it, right? Because it's a battery candle. It has a little light in here that has to turn off with a switch. So I'm going to have to do like a funny magic trick so that when I blow it out, then I have to turn it off at the same time so it looks like I'm blowing it out. I'll try it, see how it works. Oh, friends, think about the people in the world who are having a hard time. There are a lot of people in the world having a hard time. I'm going to take a deep breath in for them. I'm going to think about them. Thinking about myself. I have a hard time sometimes too. Take a deep breath. Think about those people. Think about them. Take a deep breath in. And then when we blow out, we're going to send them lots of love. which means I'm sending you love too, and I'm sending myself love. Got to get my finger on the switch under here so I could try to be magical. Take a deep breath in. Blow out the candle. Turn it back on. Deep breath in. Blow out the candle. Deep breath in. Blow out the candle. Let's start our day. Before I wish us well, thinking about all of you who have your names in this box, before I do that, I've got another name right here. And this little name says Cy. Cy has a brother whose name is already in this box. Cy wants to have his name in the box too. So I got to open this up and say, Cy, go find your brother Wendell. His name is buried in there somewhere with all of those names. Friends, we have so many names that get stuck in that box. And Cy's going to hop in there. I'm going to close the lid. I'm going to shake it up because maybe Cy's name and Wendell's name can find each other. I'm so glad you're in the box with us. And everybody, I'm so glad you are with us. We aren't together. We're not in the same room. We are together. We're doing circle time at the same time. That's kind of funny. So everybody, we wish you well. Here we go. We wish you well. We wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well. There is another name already in the box. There is a friend named Blaine in the box. So Blaine's name is already in there. We're used to that. But there's something special about Blaine. Extra special. And maybe it's special about you or someone else you know. Do you have a guess what's happening for Blaine? Do you have a guess why there's a birthday hat on this doll's head? It's Blaine's birthday. Happy birthday, Blaine. We're going to sing to Blaine. We're going to sing, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Blaine. I get to cuddle the birthday doll. Happy birthday to you. So Blaine's going to be here at circle time, sitting right over here with the birthday hat on, because Blaine is going to have his birthday all day. Blaine, I'm so glad you were born. And Blaine, I'm so glad you're still alive. That's something special about today. That wasn't really funny, but it was fun. So like, it's not funny that it's his birthday to me, but it is fun that it's his birthday. I want to show you a picture of something that I think is both funny and fun. And then we're going to do our letter project. Oh, Miss Kristen, come on. You got to take down the breath. We did that. We just wished each other well, added side to the box. We just sang happy birthday to our friend Blaine. And before we sing the alphabet song and do our project, I've got to show you this thing that I think is funny and fun. Look at this picture, please. What in the world do you notice? Do you see Clifford? That's the name of that big red dog. Do you see all these children all around? So these children look like they're having fun. They're smiling. And I think it's kind of funny that Clifford is dressed up like a fire truck. There are some friends on Clifford who are the firefighters, and Clifford is the fire truck. That seems like it would be fun to go on that. And I think it's funny that a dog is so big and that a dog dressed up like a fire truck. This whole book, I have a movie of for you. So that you can watch me read this whole book to you. How in the world Clifford got to be a fire truck is in this book. But I want to show you our letter of the week song. Do you notice the star is gone? So I used to have a star on here. And the star meant that it was somebody's golden letter today. And we are not doing a golden letter friend today. We are only going to do these things. This is supposed to be a fire truck. This is supposed to be a fire puppet. Like you hold this stick and this is supposed to be pretend fire on the top. Like you could pretend like, oh, there's a fire over here. Firefighters come. Or you can play, oh, we're having a campfire to roast some marshmallows. That's safe. So we're going to sing about F is for fire truck and F is for fire. Here we go. The letter of the week is F. Get those teeth on top of your tongue. The letter of the week is F. F is for fire truck. F is for fire. F is for fire. F is for fire truck. I almost called this a fire truck. That would be funny. The letter of the week is F. So we already know about Clifford. Clifford was pretending to be the fire truck, and those firefighter friends were pretending to be the people that go when there is a fire that needs to be put out. Some fires are safe. The candle in a safe spot is safe. A campfire where there are people watching it is safe. A fire in the fireplace where people are is safe. Fire in a wood stove can be safe. But when fire is not being watched by grown-ups and big kids, or when fire was not started on purpose, then it is not safe. Which is why maybe you've heard people tell you, no kids, don't use the lighter. Don't use the matches. When there is a fire that's safe around you, like a candle or a campfire or a fireplace or a wood stove, still don't go by it. Don't put your toys by it. Don't run around by it. Don't let your blankie go in it. Because fire has a lot of power and fire is able to get bigger. So that's why there are so many people who work in the world figuring out how to help when there is fire that isn't safe. And that's why you children have grown-ups and people to take care of you to help you learn fire is not safe to play with. So now that you know that, friends, maybe you already did know it, and we just talked about it. We're going to do our alphabet project, the letter of the week. Now, I've got a glue stick on this card. But just like last time, is this a glue stick? The answer is no. Some people might be like, yeah, that's a glue stick. It is, I can tell. And I'm saying, oh, I don't call it a glue stick. I call this a glue bottle because it's a shape that has liquid glue in it with a big lid you could take off and then you'd get a big spill, the little lid that you just twist open to get little dots to do a lot. I call it a glue bottle. And I'm going to use a glue bottle to do the project. So I'm scooting this over for you so you can see it a little bit differently. This is my paper. I already opened my brown bag, and when I did, I really made a rip. I ripped that sticker right away. Not on purpose, not like, I'm going to rip you sticker, but I was just opening the bag and it ripped. But I didn't rip the bag, which was nice for me because I want to use this to have my project go on, and then it'll be with all the others. So the first thing to notice is I already took these out. I have a long red rectangle. I have 2 shorter red rectangles. And then I have 3 of these little shapes that are kind of like a triangle, but not really like a triangle. These are supposed to be flames of fire. And they're going to go on top of the F. So I don't need these yet, though it's last. I'm going to do the fire last. So I'm just going to put these down in a little pile because I don't need them yet. I don't even need my little short rectangles yet either. Put those in a different pile. I do need my longest red strip, my red rectangle that's long. And I know how to do that song about, come on, glue, I'm ready for you. A dot does a lot. Look, I'm really having to use my whole hand to squeeze the glue out today. A dot does a lot. I did 5 dots, friends. Look, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. F word 5. When I just said F word, I was talking about a word that starts with F. So there are a lot of different F words. And at preschool, when we have circle time, we usually start talking about that now. Because if I say F word, some people know about other F words. The F word I'm talking about now is 5 dots of glue to go on my fire red F shape. I've got the long one ready, and I'm ready for the shorties. So if you remember, we did E last time. We started at the bottom. But I'm not starting at the bottom today because there is no line across on the F at the bottom. I got to start at the top. And I'm going to do 3 dots of glue. A dot does a lot. Go to the top. That's the middle. Don't go there. Don't do that. This is not T week, Miss Kristen. It's F week. So I got to go right over here and stick it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is the top of my F shape. But I need to have another one right in the middle here. Not at the bottom. In the middle. Here we go. A dot does a lot. A dot in the middle, a dot does a lot. F, that's it. It's red just like the Clifford fire truck costume. But I'm going to add those flames. And I have a new technique. Almost always, I tell you, put the glue on the little paper. Don't put it on the brown paper. Put the glue on the little paper, right? That's what I always say. Put it on there, put it on there, put it on there. But today I'm going to show you a new technique, a new way of doing it. I know for this project that the fire has to go on top and that they'll all be touching each other, kind of overlapping in collage style. They're going to go on top of each other a little bit. So here's the new technique. This is not going to be a dot. This is going to be a line. I'm going to do a thin, look, I'm moving. I'm not making a puddle. I just made a thin line of glue. I've had a lot of practice doing it, so I know how. A thin line of glue. And then I'm just going to put these on. I don't want it to go over here. I want to pretend the fire is coming right out of there. And remember, overlap, overlap, overlap. So I go like that. Overlap, overlap, overlap. See how it went on top of it? And I got one more, and I'm going to overlap and line it up. This is so tricky. Overlap, 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 overlap. And look. F is for fire. F is for fire. F is for fire. F is for fire. The letter of the week is F. Clifford got to dress up like a fire truck, right? I am not going to dress up like a fire truck. I thought it was funny when Clifford dressed up like a fire truck. I'm not dressing up like a fire truck, but I have some things to put on to show you that I think you might think are funny. The first one maybe isn't very funny, but it's fun. For Halloween, am going to be a hard worker. Like with tools and my yellow construction worker hat. We have this hat at preschool all the time. So you people can take turns wearing it. And I'm going to take a turn wearing it for my Halloween costume. So I'm going to be able to have on my whole costume later, where I'll have like my overalls and I'll have my tools and I'll have my safety vest and I could have some goggles. Of course, I'll put on a mask because I'm wearing a mask anyway. And now I get to wear a construction worker mask. So this is fun for me. But let me show you how I can kind of make myself maybe look funny. It's about to get funny. Funny. Watch. Don't you think that looks funny? Big heart glasses? That's funny. Wait, it's going to get even more funny. It's going to get funnier. This scarf is really our Sylvester the Snake puppet. And I'm going to wear it like a scarf. That is so funny. That is so funny. Okay, come on, little Sylvester Snake scarf. You could be my scarf. And then I've got something else that's so funny for my hands that you could see. Okay, so funny. Look. These funny hand gloves, they're green. They're green and they're really squishy. Don't you think I look kind of funny? And if somebody saw me, they might know, oh, she's trying to be funny, I think. She's dressing up in a costume trying to be funny? Yeah, I am trying to be funny. And I'm having fun doing it. It's fun. I got to tell you something, though. I know some people that if they saw me wearing this, they would not think it was funny. Do you know why? They are scared of snakes. So me wearing a scarf around my neck that is a snake would not be funny to them. And they wouldn't think it would be fun for them to do it either. So that's where suddenly we get to be serious talk. Funny isn't funny to everyone all together. Let me show you this friend. Gotta take this down because it's almost time for our song. This is not the song part yet. Look at how most of these people look like they're having fun. Don't you think? Smiling. Looks like they're having fun. There's one friend that looks like they know, oh, this is not fun. This friend right here looks like they're like, I don't know if this is all fun. And this person is right. They understand. They're watching that this little friend right here is not having fun. Maybe you can tell now by her face. She is not having fun. And she's getting angry. Her feelings are getting hurt. She's getting angry. And you know why? People keep touching her hair. They didn't ask her. They just did it. Because they liked it and they thought it was so fun and so soft, and so they loved it. They wanted to just touch it. Do you think she's having fun? I don't think she's having fun anymore. I don't think she's having fun at all. And all of these people seem to be understanding now. Some of them look like, ooh, I'm sorry. Some of them look like, what's happening? Why does she care? But she's explaining, that's it, that's enough, don't touch my hair. They were having fun before. They thought it was fun to touch her hair. She was not having fun, and then she told them. So it's a little bit like when you think about if someone likes something, they like it, then they're like, stop, I don't want to do it anymore. You have to stop, even if they liked it before. Maybe she thought it was fine for someone to touch her hair. She's like, yeah, that's fine. It's kind of fun to have you feel my hair, and that's fun. But that doesn't mean that she always wants it, right? It's not always fun. So you look out in the world and you notice if somebody is doing something that they think is funny, but the other people don't think it's funny, then that kind of cancels out funny. That means there has to be a change. I gotta show you someone else. This is a friend who's about to have an experience with this. That's the thing that was stuck over there on the schedule board before. This is a pretend spider. So I know that there are some friends who would not think that this is funny because they don't like snakes. So that would have been scary to them. I know that there are some friends who don't like spiders. That's fine. Grown-ups, kids, some people don't like them. I know that. And this little friend right here just can't decide. There are different things that happen for this little friend about the spider. And here's the song. There's a spider on the floor, on the floor. There's a spider on the floor, on the floor. Who could ask for anything more than a spider on the floor? There's a spider on the floor, on the floor. Oh, it's getting closer. There's a spider on my foot, on my foot. That's what this friend is saying. There's a spider on my foot, on my foot. Oh, it looks like soot. Like the stuff from a fire. There's a spider on my foot. There's a spider on my foot, on my foot. Oh, coming up to the leg. Now the spider's on my leg, on my leg. Now the spider's on my leg, on my leg. Oh, it's really, really big. This spider on my leg. There's a spider on my leg, on my leg. Now we're going to really know how this person is feeling. Uh-oh, nope, spider, you go back up there. You got to stay on number 4. Number 4 is tummy. You're going to hear the word funny. Listen. Now there's a spider on my tummy, on my tummy. There's a spider on my tummy, on my tummy. I don't think it's funny. This old spider on my tummy. There's a spider on my tummy, on my tummy. Up to number 5, the shoulder. Now there's a spider on my shoulder, on my shoulder. There's a spider on my shoulder, on my shoulder. This friend is getting scared, and listen. I don't think I can hold her. There's a spider on my shoulder. There's a spider on my shoulder, on my shoulder. Oh, it's getting even higher up onto the neck. It was on the shoulder, and now it's on the neck. Now there's a spider on my neck, on my neck. There's a spider on my neck, on my neck. Oh, I'm gonna be a wreck. That means I might start crying and screaming and doing wild things because I'm so overwhelmed. There's a spider on my neck. There's a spider on my neck, on my neck. Guess where it's going next? Now there's a spider on my face, on my face. There's a spider on my face, on my face. Oh, what a big disgrace. I've got a spider on my face. There's a spider on my face, on my face. Now look where the spider's going. All the way to the top of the head. It's almost over. There's a spider on my head, on my head. Now there's a spider on my head, on my head. Listen to this poor little friend. I wish I was in bed. Like hiding, going to bed because they're scared. They want to go to bed and just hide to get away from the spider. There's a spider on my head. There's a spider on my head, on my head. What's this friend going to do? Nothing, because watch. Then the spider, she jumps off. Now there's a spider on the floor, on the floor. Now there's a spider on the floor, on the floor. She's walking out the door. That spider on the floor. There's a spider out the door, out the door. That friend got the spider problem solved. That friend was so brave. Being scared of something and going through it means a lot of bravery. Maybe that spider was going back to her spider web. She was on the floor. And then maybe she went out the door to go back to her spider web. There is another F word. It's an animal. That's the F word I'm about to talk about. That doesn't live in a spider web and does not live on the floor. In fact, if this creature was on the floor, it would not be able to stay alive very long. Or if this creature was in a spider web, it would not be able to stay alive very long. It's something that goes with our alphabet action. It's something that people talk about for G Week sometimes when they talk about goldfish. We're talking about fishing. That's the F word, fishing. So when we get to the F action, we pretend that we have a fishing pole over our shoulder and we're going to cast it out. So our arms don't go like this. Our arms go straight out. And we pretend there's a big long fishing pole that we cast out far into the lake or far into the river to catch a fish. Or unless we're doing ice fishing in the cold weather, and then we just drop it down into the hole. We drop it down. We're going to start with A. And then look, friends, we'll do our goodbye poem. Here we go with A. Add, bow, crunch, dance. You might remember exercises using your muscles. Exercise. Get your hands ready like you're holding a fishing pole. Fish. Oh, maybe when people go fishing, it might be sunny. You can go in any weather. You can go sunny, cloudy, warm weather, cold weather, nighttime. But when I said sun, I thought about our poem. So get your little hands out, friends. And here we go. Round and round the circle like a sun. One step, two step, now we are done. Again, round and round the circle like a sun. One step, two step, now we are done. If you have a costume that you own or that you're going to wear, show me a picture, please. Like my costume, I showed you part of it. I'll show you the rest of it when I'm wearing it. I showed you part of my costume. Do you have a costume? Is it funny? Scary? Do you have fun when you wear it? You could show it to me. Oh, little sweetie pies, I'm so glad I got to be with you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of Circle Time. And I'll see you soon. I'm glad you're my friend. That's another safe F word. Friend.